Well, it's night one of the ACC and SEC championships. There have been four events at each meet, and things are already bananas. Women's 200 medley relay. Virginia takes the win. For all four members of this 200 medley relay, it was their first time competing on a 200 medley relay at an ACC or NCAA championships. Notably, Jasmine Nocentini split a 25-4 in the 50 breaststroke, making her the number 2 performer all time in a 50 breast split, next to the one and only Lily King. She had the number 3 performance of all time, next to King's 2 fastest swims ever. NC State got second in that relay, where we saw Catherine Burkhoff split a 20.4 50 free anchor. It wasn't enough to catch Virginia, but it is enough to make Catherine Burkhoff the 5th fastest performer in a 50 free relay split of all time. Then on the men's side for the 200 medley relay at ACC's, NC State goes ahead and breaks the American record. This isn't the fastest time ever swum in the 200 medley relay, just the fastest time ever swum by a team of 4 Americans. Notably, redshirt freshman Quentin McCarty split 18-1 on the anchor leg. They broke Cal's American record by 2 100ths, just sneaking under at 121.86. Don't get too attached to it though, because at SEC's, just 20 minutes later, the Florida men swam the 200 medley relay and also had a squad of 4 Americans who went 121.66, breaking NC State's newly minted American record by 0.2. I think it's pretty amazing that Cal had held this American record since 2018, and then it gets broken twice in 20 minutes. Going back to the ACC meet, where we knew Gretchen Walsh, having not swum on Virginia's 200 medley relay, was going to be swimming on Virginia's 800 free relay. Point of excitement for every swim fan, and boy did she deliver. She led off Virginia's 800 free relay in 140.2, making her the number 3 performer in the 200 freestyle all time, only behind Mallory Comerford at number 2 and Missy Franklin at number 1. Virginia were less than 4/10ths away from the legendary Stanford 800 free relay American and NC2A record held by Katie Ledecky, Simone Manuel, Leah Neal, and Ella Easton. After the relay, Coach Todd DeSorbo that it was actually Gretchen Walsh's idea to put her on the 800 free relay and really go for this record. DeSorbo didn't even come up with it himself. I feel like that's kind of the vibe at Virginia. They empower their swimmers to really think outside the box, and because they encourage it so much but don't force it on the swimmers, I feel like they buy into it, and we get awesome swims like this, where Gretchen Walsh, a purebred sprinter, is swimming a 200-yard freestyle. Then in the men's event of the 800 free relay at the ACC championships, we saw Chris Giuliano of Notre Dame tie the ACC record in the 200 freestyle, 131.1, while leading off for Notre Dame. And then it was a race down to the wire between Louisville and NC State for first place at the end. Louisville ends up getting the touch, wins an ACC title 609.8 to NC State's 610.2. For reference, about a decade ago, that was the NC2A record. Thank the powers that be that we're swimming this relay on day 1 ahead of the competition now, because it has gotten so much faster, and personally, I'm such a fan. And speaking of this event getting so faster, let's flip to the SEC champs, where we once again saw a very tight race for the men's 800 free relay that came down to Florida and Georgia. Florida got the touch on this one, but both the Gators and the Bulldogs went 606 for 2 teams at a conference championships. There is nothing worse than a boring 800 free relay, and this was just the opposite of that. Florida splits 131.6, 131.4, 132.1, and then 131.1. Look at that sprinter Josh Leando getting in there for a 131.4, by the way. But UGA was battling the whole time. 32.1, 30.9 from their stud Jake McGahee, 32.2, and then 31.4 on the anchor. This was a really excellent race, obviously so fast, and makes me oh so excited for the 800 free relay come NC2As, because we haven't even seen the top 2 teams from last year's NCs compete in this yet. That would be Texas and Arizona State, who have their conference meets coming up later this month. We also saw Charlie Hawk from Alabama lead off in a scorching 130.7, the fastest leadoff leg from anyone we saw tonight. They ended up in a very tight race with Auburn for third, and Auburn actually ended up getting the touch on Bama, even though Bama was way out ahead at the halfway mark. And then backing up slightly, did I mention this event is really fast now? The women's 800 free relay at SEC's saw Florida go 6:49, only 3 seconds slower than the Virginia women, who were 3/10 away from going the fastest time ever, highlighted by a 140.9 leadoff from Miss Bella Sims, the Florida freshman who broke the SEC record en route to Florida breaking the SEC record in the 800 free relay. Tennessee really hung in there and got a blazing split from freshman Camille Spink at 141.5. I gotta say, night one delivered. All around really fast swimming. We got records falling left and right. 2 American records in 20 minutes, plus multiple conference records. We'll go into much more analysis as the week continues, but for now, I hope you enjoyed the first night of conference madness, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date on all of our swimming video content. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.